Hello.
Hello.
What's up, guys?
Nothing much. What about you?
Not too much. You been to the Wiener Schnitzel lately?
I haven't been. There have been no concerts in Wiener Schnitzel parking lots as of late.
I bet you it's good, though. They probably have good food, huh? No?
Basically, picture it's just hot dogs.
Okay.
Like if it's if McDonald's was a hot dog restaurant instead of a hamburger restaurant.
Gotcha.
And that's just Wiener Schnitzel.
You ever go to Chicago? You can get a McHot dog.
Yeah, you
What?
can.
How did I not do this? I had a Chicago-style hot dog while I was there.
Oh, I would suggest that over a McDonald's hot dog by far. No question there. That's where they have the McPizza as well.
We also had Chicago-style pizza, which I would imagine is better than McDonald's pizza.
Oh, without question. Yeah. No doubt.
Yeah.
So where's Rod Woo?
Rod Woo is there.
Woo!
I'm here.
Okay.
There he is.
We're waiting on his brother.
His brother's coming.
Nah, he's here. There he is.
Oh, shit.
There he is.
There I am.
There's that fucking guy right there. See that?
Oh my god.
I see that fucking guy right there. Look at that fucking guy right there.
So, hey, before we go any farther, let's please have a moment of silence for superstar Graham.
Billy Graham.
Yes. Let's just bow our heads.
I might fall asleep above my head.
You're really bad at a moment of silence.
I know. I see it.
Not my strong point. Being quiet. Are we still
Jim
being
Brown
quiet?
died
Or is it
too.
over yet? Holy shit.
It's over. Hey,
It's over. You killed the moment.
yeah, exactly.
Love you, superstar. Whatever you chop shit. Whatever.
That was pretty good. That's how he did it.
Yep.
Jim Brown died today,
Jim
too.
Brown
right?
passed
Jim
away
Brown
today,
died.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, are we having a
87
moment
though.
Brown as
Who?
well?
Who?
80.
Jim Brown.
Jimmy Brown.
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
The Cleveland Browns.
He didn't
Yeah.
do any of
Your
this cool
favorite
stuff,
football
though.
team.
He just ran with the ball. But yeah, that's cool. We'll take a moment, but I'll talk through it. Go ahead, guys.
Okay, moment of silence.
You guys be quiet and shut the fuck up, and I'm going to probably talk. Dear Lord, amen, hallelujah. Drink some coffee, kids.
That's pretty good. You're off to a good start.
I'm fired up this week.
Yeah, you're fresher earlier. Your earlier show.
Yeah, it's helping me out. It's bad for you guys, better for me.
Oh boy.
This is the week that he will die for Seek and Destroy.
Oh, that's right. He did nominate that one.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
I'm here to seek and destroy all the other nominations, and I think it should be pretty easy to do that, listening to them.
Yeah. Dave
you
Mustaine was on the internet this week saying that all the songs in the first, second, and third album of the Metallica's album were all his. All the solos that Kirk did were all his. But he let him use it. He said, "That's fine. Go ahead."
Mhm.
That was nice of him. What a great
That's
guy.
real nice. I know he's such an awesome dude.
What a great guy. That's why they kept him in the band, because he was such a good guy.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
Oh my. Nate, do you want to refresh our memories of what was nominated since you're the only one that writes all this down
Yes,
like we're supposed to?
I am. I'm like the mediator of this whole experiment. This week, the nominations were Denman nominated "Lay It Down" by Rat,
All
Chris
right.
nominated Little Talks by Of Monsters and Men. I
Got it.
nominated Für Release by Ludwig van Beethoven. Rod
Mhm.
nominated Seek and Destroy by Metallica. And
And
Rich
saving the best for last.
No, I just saved the one I forgot for last. Love Will Tear Us Apart by Joy Division, nominated by Rich.
One of the most important songs of all time, and you just besmirched it.
Most important songs of all time. I know Für Release. It was written in 1820.
So it's old.
Yeah, it has longevity.
That's what you call classic radio.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You never hear that at a dance party, though.
You
You
don't hear
do.
Joy Division at a dance party either.
Oh, he's throwing out the Billy Graham cup. Oh, he threw that one got.
What's happening?
What just happened? Did he fall over? He needs help. Grab his
He's
hand.
tapping up.
Yeah. I thought he's looking for help.
Rod, do you have the fall and I can't get up button yet?
How's someone help him up?
Lord.
Somebody. No, he's not done yet. He's like Hulk Hogan. We got to go back to doing these at midnight. This is not going well.
See you next week. Click.
There you go, folks.
Who won?
Okay, but
I think Love Will Tear Us Apart again won.
I beg to disagree.
That's an NXS song, I think.
Jesus, quit saying that.
Well, nobody. I couldn't find the song. The only thing came up, but I found it. Okay, I'm good.
You know that's why some of us, me, post YouTube links to the songs so that you know what song people are trying to access, and you remember to post it more than an hour before the show starts.
That's a good idea.
Oh, I think that was directed at me.
Me?
Yeah, you too, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
had Chris and Rich's songs mixed up. I thought you nominated the other one, and I had them mixed up.
Yes. There was a text chain earlier where Rod was completely confused.
I'm like, wait, what the?
Oh, really? Okay.
Hard
And
to
that's
believe I
why-
get confused, but sometimes I get confused.
So did you even
That
listen
sounds like
to
a song.
Yeah, I had them written down, but I lost that paper, so I forgot. Listened to them last weekend.
And that's also why somebody writes down all of the nominations for the week in a channel called Results with who nominated them.
Ooh, where's that at?
At the
I
bottom
can
of the
barely
list.
get on this thing. You want me to go find another page? Holy! You guys ask a lot. I'm an old man. What the? Look at me. I don't look a day over 78.
Are you
Are we
okay?
on here live yet?
Yeah, we're live.
We've been live.
Are we casting a pod yet?
I don't know what we're doing.
We've been recording for about 9 minutes at this point.
Oh, we've been casting lots of pods already. Woo, the show's over. Rich got to go, Nate, and we don't know what the hell happened. There we go.
Drink your coffee.
We need to get back to doing these shows later.
Oh, you got that Hershey's mug. Nice.
Yes, sir. That's my favorite mug. Yes.
Awesome. That is cool. Yeah, you had it the first show, I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
All right, let's get into this.
Let's do this.
Agreed.
Yeah, let's do this. Who's going first?
I'll go.
All right, go.
Okay.
Furry else.
So, considering that it's so influential throughout history, like I said, it was 180 years before I was even conceived. That's when it was written. I know it. It has longevity. It has longevity more so than any other piece of music. And the ability to convey emotions and flip between those emotions without words is honestly a little miraculous.
Yeah, but it don't have no words.
Okay, Eddie and the Cruisers, go ahead. Where's the music? Where's the music, man?
But
That's right. Thank you. Eddie and the Cruisers reference. Nice.
Those songs will be coming up soon for this show, I think.
Any moment now.
but assuming that I can't select Fear Release as my number one for this week would have to be Little Talks by Of Monsters and Men. I mean, you could have seen it coming all the way from last week if you saw my reaction to it.
Yes.
It's a phenomenal song, and it was one of those songs that just kind of popped up at like a very influential point in my life, and it's kind of been associated with that for me. And so it's a little more personal, I think, than anything else, but on the surface, it's still a fantastic song. It has that, like, Flogging Molly kind of folk feel to it, which I really like, because Flogging Molly is awesome, as evidenced by the flag and the jacket back there and the patch that's behind my computer. And it fits really well, and the voices complement each other excellently. Now, my number two for this week.
Yeah.
Initially, when I heard these songs, I thought it would be Seek and Destroy. Then I listened to Seek and Destroy, and I realized it is not as good as I thought it was.
Ooh.
It feels...
Ooh. Gut punch.
So I'm not a huge Metallica fan in general. But I'm not saying Metallica is bad. I do enjoy Metallica. Now, I would say that my favorite Metallica song is probably Whiplash, right? Because Whiplash, right, it's a little faster, it's a little thrashier, and it ends in 4 minutes. It is not 7 minutes long, and the exact same song following a conventional structure. Anything following the structure of intro, verse, chorus, bridge, chorus should not exceed 5 minutes. And
Oh
5
my.
minutes is really pushing it. There's something about Metallica. It's Master of Puppets has it as well, where it's a great song. It doesn't need to be that long, though. And I just, Seek and Destroy to me just kept falling the more and more I listened to it. Because I listened to all of these, back to back on repeat, and it was the one I'd be like, okay, we can be done with this one now. Let's get to something different.
Ooh.
That was a very roundabout way of saying I did not have Seek and Destroy at number 2. At number 2, I had Love Will Tear Us Apart Again by Joy Division. Just the way the bass and the synth work together is really fun for me. I'm a little turned off by the robotic vocals, but everything else about the song I think works very, very well.
How do you feel about that solo in Seek and Destroy?
Oh, okay. I think the solo is an excellent solo. I think it doesn't belong in Seek and Destroy.
Dave Mustaine wrote that.
That's why. That's it.
It feels like they wrote Seek and Destroy in one room, and then in another room the solo was being written, and they were because they're completely different tempos. And I feel like they wrote
all in one song. Yeah, how about that? Fucking genius.
No, it's not.
That's because Dave Mustaine was drunk in the other room writing the solo whenever they were writing the song in the other room.
If I think great solos in guitar, the first one that jumps to me is Tornado of Souls by Megadeth. Right?
Oh!
Because that just...
Never heard it.
Friedman.
You and Chris are the only one that ever heard that. Maybe Dead Man. Go ahead.
Marty Friedman. Friedman.
It just
awesome.
Because A, it's an excellent solo, but B, it transitions very well from the song to the solo, and it doesn't feel like we're making this hardcore jump to get back to the song. With Seek and Destroy, it feels like that. It feels like we step out of Seek and Destroy and then step back into Seek and Destroy. The solo is great, don't get me wrong, but it feels a little dissonant and like it doesn't really belong.
Well said.
Okay. So, all right, I'll take it from here. Can I take it from here?
I've sufficiently pissed off 3 of the 4 members of the group.
So So since Nate talked so eloquently about Little Talks, it's to me it's a monumental song for the time period that it was put out. The words, the lyrics, and things of that nature. How it mixed a lot of things that I really didn't enjoy growing up, but I've come very accustomed to enjoying as I listen to. We'll just say like Dylan stuff, Bob Dylan stuff, some '90s music, and it just really the musicianship was there, in my opinion. It didn't feel repeated, you know. It didn't feel like it was something that I'd heard before. It really felt like it was something different, you know. So that's one of the reasons why I really enjoy Little Talks, and the fact that I'm, you know, I've got mental health issues, like most of us, you know. Well, not mental health. You know, I'm just a nut. I'm crazy. It's plain and simple. I fully embrace it. The fact that it talks.
A good one here.
So yeah, he's definitely the sane one here. Anyway, I like that the talk back and forth. It's the house talking to her, and her talking to the house. You know, you could interpret it that way. You know, well, you could interpret it a lot of different ways, but I think lyrically, it's a step above a lot of stuff from its time frame. Anyways, so with that said, my number one, since I can't obviously do Little Talks, I have to go with "Lay It Down" by Rats.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. The solo is epic. Okay. It's one of those songs that, you know, I'll always remember the world premiere video and the clown bending over, his head down, and the things. It's it.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
it. You know, that's a version of it. And that little boy looks crazy.
Yeah.
He just literally looks like a psychopath.
Young
you know?
Stephen Pierce, it's supposed
Yeah,
to be.
it's
Yeah.
like, well, yeah, but
Yeah.
that could easily been in, you know, Chucky. You know,
Yes.
played Chucky. You know, human style doll, because that kid was creepy. Anyway, it's not my favorite song from Rat, but you know, the fact that, you know, I got to sing it. And I hated it after I got it. Literally, I hated it. What was the first song we dropped from Northern Steel after we played it? Because I don't know. But I you know, revisited it and said, yeah, I really like that song a lot. My number 2 is not Joy Division. It's definitely not. I mean, good tune, but I'm sorry, number 2, it can't. You know, and as much as I love Beethoven, I don't think it fits in the what we're doing. I think that's a left field one. I commend you Nate for bringing it in, and I enjoyed every moment that I listened to it whenever I was listening to it this week. But I don't think it fits into this discussion, so I can't vote for it. So Seek and Destroy will be my number 2.
Son of a bitch.
I enjoy I remember distinctly. I don't know which one of you two. I think it was Scott Pegram came over. We were all playing through in that one little Sears amp. We had 3 guitars or whatever plugged into it or whatever it was, and Scott brought over. Played the first album, like first few tunes, and you know, Whiplash was one of them. Seek and Destroy, and I just remember Rod going, "Who the fuck is that? That sucks." he did not. He was not impressed the first time he heard that. Correct me if I'm wrong. I do believe you didn't.
I don't think I was. I
think he was. He was not a big fan. I kind of like. that sounds interesting. So I went out and bought the album afterwards. And they played in Penn Hills at the roller skating rink when I was living up in Penn Hills. I don't know if you guys remember me living up in Penn Hills, but
Yeah.
got to see them there. And I was like, wow, that was awesome. So 1983.
Wow.
Nice.
Anywho. Hey, Rod, side note.
Yes.
Side note.
Remember whenever we were in the band with Tom Toth and the other Brian, I can't think of his last name. And we practiced. He bought that 4-track recorder, the tape deck, and we were going to record something, and we were going to take it to Krista Carlos. She was doing it then, and then we went over to the studio, and there was a band there called 313. Right? Remember?
Yeah. Yes.
The lead singer was the one guy. He just passed away.
Really? Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, I've been meaning to tell you about that, but I keep forgetting. But yeah, he just passed away like less than a month ago. Yeah, he was like he got sick, went to the hospital, thought tested I'm gonna be out fine, and then like a day later he was dead. I don't know the exact details, but I have to talk to Kevin about it and see what the fuck happened. But yeah, he was.
I remember that band. Yes.
Yeah.
Was there another band there, Avenger? Was that it?
I don't think the only one I remember is 313 because the singer and the guitar player were sitting there, because remember she had the door open, the side door open, and we were like, we were going to come over and say, hey, we want to play a song, but it never worked.
It never worked out.
It never worked out.
There was another band there. I think they were called Avenger or something.
Okay.
I don't.
Wow.
It looks weird.
This is your obscure Western Pennsylvania music moment.
Yep.
Bring.
I can't. Like I'm sorry. Sorry for that side note, but I had to bring that up to Rod.
Cool.
All right, who's next? You're pointing, but you're pointing in all different directions.
Sure, who went at this point? Well, I know this guy above me went. I know that.
Yeah, he's over there.
Wait.
Tim Aymar was his name. Aymar. I forgot his name. 59. Anyways.
Who's left? Me and Den Man?
And
And
Rich.
me.
Richard didn't go yet.
I thought we were past it. I thought he forfeited like his defense thing for at least a few weeks.
No.
No, he should have.
I mean, it was bad. Not bad.
This might be the first time we've considered repealing one of your picks. Like you're not allowed to pick the next week. You're on the path to rectifying it, but you're not there yet.
Since we've started this song is a good song. It's a great song. And it is probably pivotable in two separate genres of music. I'll say probably. Probably. But I feel like none of the rest of you like it, so there's not much else to say.
I like the song. I just can't put it above those other two.
So I'm obviously picking my song since I can't. I have to put some other stuff in there. I like the story behind Furry Elsa.
Oh yes,
Furry Elsa.
I didn't.
I can't pronounce that.
I will explain it after you.
Do you guys know the story behind the song?
Yeah.
Nate, do you want to hit it with a Cliff Note version of the story?
Yeah. So basically, he was in love with this girl named Elise, and she was one of his students. So he wrote this opening, the opening bit, that do to be very simple, so that he could teach her and get her to fall in love with him. Then, about halfway through their lessons, while he was writing it, he realized that she was already engaged to another man. So intentionally wrote the second half of the song to be, like, at the time, the most notoriously difficult to play piece on piano ever written, just to spite her.
Nice.
I like that.
I love that pettiness.
the thing is that it wasn't published during his lifetime.
Yeah.
He was already dead. It didn't come out until 40 years after it was written.
So he didn't even release it. That shows you he didn't even think it was a good song. Or he would have put it out on, at least on the internet.
Yeah, it came out 40 years after his death. I mean, like, literally, it was never published. It wasn't published until 1867.
But was it on the internet right like before he
Yeah,
died?
it was on the internet. It was on the internet before he died. Yeah,
Yeah.
It was on the the intro. What do they call them? Sound wave
Soundwave.
systems back
Like,
then.
one of his old releases, like, that was leaked by some random guy named probably like Bartholomew or something.
What?
I like Bartholomew.
What? No, it was. I think it was like discovered by Ludwig Noel 40 years after his death. Was the guy's name.
Cashing in on a dead guy. I see what happened.
Yeah, that's the music industry.
That's the music. That's right. He was up in Beethoven and he was in his grave.
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
So I like this song, but it's gone. It's out.
There you go.
Sorry. I like it, but
What do I have to nominate to please you people?
80s metal.
80s metal.
80s
What are you?
metal?
Rat. Send some rat.
Do
Know
me a
your
favor.
audience here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's
Take
right.
squares real quick. Do some math.
No algebra. Just simple math. No algebra.
All right. The other one is the little.
Little talks.
Little talks.
I've been calling it Little Giants all week, like the movie.
So we can tell how high that one is on your list from the fact that you remember the name very vividly.
I can't remember the name. It's a great song, but to me, it's not. It's out. We'll just forget that one.
Okay, gone.
Yeah. Of the last two, it's Seek and Destroy and Lay It Down are 1 and 2. They're super close for me, but I gotta say, I always love Seek and Destroy more.
Smart guy.
So, yeah. So, despite your beautiful thing, Nate, and how you mentioned earlier that it was also it's too slow. He forgot that in his diatribe against that.
If you were to take Seek and Destroy, everything except for the solo, and you were to up it by like 15 or 20 BPM, I'd be okay with it. Mainly because that'd mean it wouldn't be 7 minutes long, but it'd also have a much more consistent, like, it'd have a pace that feels right.
So,
because I'm sorry, I'm gonna continue ranting it. Like,
please do.
If you were
I cede my time to the angry man from the Hatred of Metallica.
If you are headbanging to Seek and Destroy, right? Like, for the verses in the chorus, you're headbanging like this, right? And then suddenly you get to the solo, and then it's more like this. And it's a completely different motion. It's a completely different tempo.
Yes.
If you had the entire
exactly.
song be this side-to-side kind of, thrashing around, that's cool. That's awesome. Maybe it belongs here, in my opinion, then. But as of right now, it's just...
Okay, I'm still saying Seek and Destroy. So in listening to Lay It Down, I've forgotten over the years how good of a song it is.
Yeah.
Because in a lot of ways, and it's unfair to them, but like Rat's become the band that's the butt of some of the 80s jokes.
Yep.
And it's kind of unfair to them.
They were better than Motley Crue.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah. They had more hits than Motley Crue.
Yeah.
They sold more albums than Motley Crue. But Motley Crue's selling out stadiums. And
yeah.
All the matter. They suck and they're selling out stadiums. They suck.
So I obviously Love Will Tear Us Apart by Joy Division because it's important foundationally to punk and to dark wave music, which no one knows except me and 7 other people.
Hey, I know what dark wave music is.
You know what dark wave music is, yeah. But Seek and Destroy and then Lay It Down. So, Dead Man, what's up? You're up.
Cool. I'm up. So what I want to say about Pure Elise is that there were lyrics written. If you look on the internet and say, were there lyrics written? There are lyrics. He did write. I gotta close this. I think the neighbors are doing some work out there. But yeah, so there are lyrics to it. And I feel like everybody else, I do love that song, but I have to not vote for it. I am sorry, Nate.
Jesus Christ.
Don't hate us, but it's the truth. I mean, it's just not. It's out of place. I feel like here, and I get what you were going with, but like as the week went on and we listened to, at least for me, started listening to Seek and Destroy, especially for me, like that, that brings back floods of memories, things like that. And that's why I love Lay It Down as well. Like, to me, that's one of the most iconic riffs I've ever heard, and every time I hear it, it just gets to me. And like I said, I was doing dishes at a restaurant called Minutello's in Shadyside. And there was an old show. I think Chris Winters actually was the one that. Do you remember? Was it Chris Winters? I can't remember, but she had this
Chris
metal
Winter,
show.
no
Chris
S.
Winter. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so she had this metal show, but you couldn't get it, like, it wasn't like clear. So it was always a little bit staticky. And we knew that was going to be premiered that night. And I remember hearing it the first time and I was like hooked. But then I didn't hear it. I could, it wasn't like today where you could hear it on repeat. I had to wait until the album, I went out and bought the album before I could ever hear it again, And,
True.
Yeah. And I do remember seeing the video too and all that. Yeah, the birthday party. It was a very well done video, just so much about it. So that's why I picked that and I love that so much. So for me, I have to go with Seek and Destroy, number one. Rod's really going to clean up tonight, I think, because that was just like, yeah, that was pretty incredible. And I had to go eeny, miny, mo for the other two. And I ended up doing Level Tear Us Apart, Joy Division, and Little Talks by Monsters and Men. Because they were both very good songs. Like, and I couldn't figure out which one was better. Because they both are very good within themselves,
Yeah.
And they're both meaningful. So I'm like, I had to do eeny, miny, mo to figure this out. So,
but you said Love Will Tear Us Apart again first, so
yes, I did.
I'm trying to get as much out of this one as I can, knowing.
So that was number 2, Richard.
Yeah.
And then the Mice and Men one was third. Yeah. But they were both, like I said, they were good choices. So that's where I stand on that. So there's one man left, right?
One man standing.
That's me. That's me. All right, here we go. Joy Division, Love Will Tear Us Apart.
Oh boy.
I didn't think anything in this competition could give YMCA a competition for one of the worst songs I've ever heard in my life.
Are you kidding me?
But damn, you did
damn
it 2
mind.
weeks in a row. Wow. I mean, I don't know how you did this 2 weeks in a row.
Your damn mind.
But
Wow! I thought he was going to say something good. He set that up. He set that up for a fall.
now, do I have the wrong song? Is it the song that goes, "I will tear us apart"?
Yes, that's it.
And there's on the drums, the hi-hat so fucking loud I want to fucking kill somebody. And that fucking snare drum sounds worse than St. Anger's fucking snare drum. I just want to fucking kill somebody. I've turned into Lewis Black. What are you thinking? Oh, it's a great song. Woo! But it's going to be at the bottom for me. Woo! Wow.
That snare drum accusation was pretty high profile.
What is in your cup?
What?
What is in your cup? You
just not much now. I drank it all.
Oh
Man,
man.
So it's
He
a
did-
hair.
he-
I'll give
He
you.
did a power body slam.
I know.
Then he turned around. Then he turned around and did a pile driver.
I'm chopping
And then
away.
he turned around and he did a figure 4 for the submission.
Oh,
I'm surprised he didn't throw Bob Backlund's chicken wing in there.
not a fan. Not a fan of that at all. Not even. No.
All right.
So we'll decide that we're going to get rid of that one. Just get rid of that one.
Oh, yeah.
No, let me think what to say about what's next. I'll go with Rat next. Rat is nowhere near one of my favorite bands at all. I like the song. It brings back a lot of things for me. Memories playing it. Not my favorite Rat song. I got to give props to Warren DeMartini, though. He's an amazing guitar player in that
Yes,
band.
he is. Underrated.
And poor Robin had to be under him this whole life. But anyway, somewhere after the riffs, somewhere when that band comes together, maybe it's Steven's voice. I don't know. Just not
What
a big
it is.
Rat fan. But I like the song. You know, it's got a cool groove to it. So it's got a cool groove.
Yeah.
Thank you for finding nice things to say about Rat.
It's You're welcome. That's not a bad song. I wouldn't say it's one of the greatest songs. Now, Chris's song, which I thought was Rich's song, but it's Little Talks. I was about, yes, good thing I thought Chris picked that song. What the Chris? But anyway, then when I heard Rich picked it, I went, okay, it kind of makes sense now, but still. The Little Talks, I knew Little Talks. I didn't know it till I heard it by the name
Right.
of it. But it's a cool little ditty. I like that song.
Yeah.
That's a cool little ditty.
It's a cool little ditty.
Oh,
It's got the two voices on it and stuff, which sound cool. I like the horn section on it. I watched them live. I try to listen to these songs at least 3 times, and I always look for like a live video. And there's some stadium, and people are going fucking crazy for that song. Go ahead, yes, sir.
Did you listen to Love Will Tear Us Apart 3 times?
Yeah. Unfortunately, yes. And I'll never get that time back. I'll never get that back. I did. I suffered through it. I hoped it got better. I even tried a 4th time, and I had to bail. Like, I can't do this. I'm out.
It's Joy Division has been lethally injected. It has officially been declared brain dead.
So I thought, okay, we got. So now I'm like that Joy Division thing's out. So I'm like, there's Rat, and then there's Little Talks. I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to put Little Talks over the Rat song. Like I think that there's this little something to that song. And then I was like, then we got the Hairball Batista. What's that called? So I'm listening to Hairball Batista, and I go, this is like everyone knows this song. Like this song is like they're like the song's going, and I'm like, I know this song, and I'm like, I'm listening, now this song does what the Peanuts theme does. The Peanuts theme from the Charlie Brown. It starts do 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 do, and it's cool. And then it goes and then that other part starts, and you go, what the fuck is this?
Lord.
Okay, so you got Batista's song. You got the Fur Batista, and you're going dee dee dee, and it's beautiful and it's great. Well, whenever he got pissed off at his girlfriend, he this song all up, and he should have never put that in the song because it did the Peanuts thing. It's like you got this great piece of work, and then Peanuts, where you going? Get back here, you fucking deaf, fucking come back. Well, he comes back. He comes back great, actually. He comes back beautifully and brings it back in. Well, then we go weird again. Then we go weird again. I'm like, this guy, he needs slapped. Somebody should have slapped him back in the day, but he was probably in a room by himself. But
after all that, what did you pick?
I picked Seek and Destroy. I I almost went back and I was going to come in there today and say, maybe I didn't understand what this show was supposed to be because no one's picking great songs. I'm like, am I'm missing? Maybe we changed the song. These are good songs. They're not great songs, except Seek and Destroy is a great song because it takes you on that ride. And those rides back when that song came out were those big rides. And you can't Seek and Destroy it in 58 seconds. It takes a while to Seek and Destroy, you know? You gotta take you on a ride there.
Doesn't take 7 minutes.
But it's a great 7 minutes. It's just
It's an okay 7 minutes at best.
When they come out, there's different riffs in there that they piece together more beautifully than fucking Pure Release, man. The Metallica song fits and makes sense. All the different parts and the time changes, and Dave Mustaine's awesome solo. Got to give Dave Mustaine credit here.
He'll sue you if you don't.
Yeah, he probably already is suing me for this. I know Beethoven is. So,
I might sue you on behalf of Beethoven.
So that brings me to which song of these that don't deserve to be nominated for this category do I nominate? So,
Joy Division.
I thought about Joy Division because I hate this the worst, so I should just vote for this song. So that would make sense this week. But I'm going to go with Nate's pick because I think that song. I'm going with Nate. I got it. I mean, that to me, that song in 20 years, people will still listen to that, and the other three, no. So I'm going with Batista, Hairball Batista. I'm going with that.
Very worried. I was looking. I'm keeping track of everything on this little piece of paper of like the first and second place votes everything gets. There are multiple numbers next to everything except for Little Talks, which got one first place vote. And I was really worried Fear Release was going to get absolutely nothing. So thank you for that.
So I'm going number one's Fear Release. I'll go 2 as Little Talks.
All right.
Then I'll do 3 as Lay It Down.
Wait a minute. You're about to tell me Joy Division's last.
And I'm about to tell you that I can't. I just can't. I tried. I tried. I can't. That snare drum and that hi-hat. I just can't. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
So the final tallies are in. Love Will Tear Us Apart Again by Joy Division got 2 second place votes.
Wow.
Fear Release got 1 first place vote. Lay It Down got 1 first place and 1 second place vote. Little Talks also got 1 first place and 1 second place vote. And Seek and Destroy got a second place vote, a first place vote, and another first place vote. Looking at that, I think you almost have to say this week it is Seek and Destroy by Metallica.
Yes.
You don't know how much I did not want to announce that.
It could have been worse. Could have been Joy Division, right? It could have been worse.
No.
Joy Division.
Wow.
He got multiple high votes. I got a pity vote from the last guy.
You're the best of the worst. You picked the best of the worst. No, they weren't horrible songs. Actually, Little Talks. I think, I already said Little Talks. Though, if I'm going to go listen to something, I'm going to go listen to that. Probably. I'm not going to put Fear Release in and drive around the car on a nice summer day, but I think for our category, like I said, which is the greatest songs, 30 years from now, you'll still it'll still be on a fucking Verizon commercial or something. I don't know.
Yep,
that's true.
And people will go, "Oh, whew, I get to nominate last this week. Thank God, because I'm exhausted and I got to think of a song."
Since my soul hurts so just deeply, may I request permission to nominate first?
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sure.
So
it goes. This week's winner is Seek and Destroy.
yes.
It joins Rubber Band Man by the Spinners.
Yes.
Folsom Prison Blues by Johnny Cash.
Yep.
Yes.
What a Wonderful World by Louis Armstrong.
Yes.
At some point, we have to pick the best of the group.
Yes.
Wow.
And I propose that we have it set up like a wrestling thing. So we take the first 5 winners, right? So whoever, these 4 songs, so Seek and Destroy, What a Wonderful World, Folsom Prison Blues, and Rubber Band Man. And then let's say this week the winner is Master of Puppets. I'm not nominating that, it's just a hypothetical. So those 5 songs, the week after, they will compete in addition to our other nominations from next week. So our other nominations from next week are going to be like a number 1 contenders match. And then those 5 songs will be like a championship match. And then from there, we'll have a series of like one-on-one kind of things where, let's say, What a Wonderful World wins that championship thing. So then it faces the number 1 contender, and we just keep doing that until we get tired and
got it.
Bored of
Or
the
until
show.
he punches Rod in the head and he can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
That'll happen soon.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So,
All right.
my nomination.
All right. Roll, kid.
It feels like in order to have success with picks on this show, I would be forced to kind of go into an area that is not my comfort zone, right? An area of like 80s and 90s metal and songs of that nature, and I'm not going to do any of that. I was going...
Bravo!
I'm going to dig my heels in even deeper into a bunch of old stuff that was written before I was born. And I was listening one day to Down with the Sickness by Disturbed. And I thought to myself, it'd be funny if I nominated that. But then I started listening to some of their other stuff, and a certain song came up of theirs. It wasn't their song, it was a cover. I went and I found the original, and I realized that
I know where this is going.
it absolutely belongs here because it is one of the greatest songs ever written from 1964. It echoes in The Sound of Silence by Simon and Garfunkel.
Bravo, Nate. Bravo. That was a great tune.
Wow.
That's
Up
actually
yours,
on my.
Seek and Destroy.
That's it's on my list. I'll give you that. I have a list. I'll take that off now because you took it. So you nominated it. That is on my list. Yes.
So you're nominating the original version, Simon and
The original
Garfunkel.
version of The Sound of Silence by Simon and Garfunkel.
Got it.
Oh, I don't know about that one, but no.
If you had said the Disturbed version,
Yeah,
we would have
you said yeah, if you had that guy singing it, I'd be like, ooh. Oh. That's like that's Tyler. That's the guy from Aerosmith. Waka kaka, and that guy just went waka. Anyway,
All right. With that nomination, I'm going to bounce it over to Denman.
All right.
Woo.
So, I don't know if anyone's ever heard this band, but I've been on a kick with them lately. And
Yes.
their name is Demon Hunter. Anybody ever hear Demon Hunter?
Demon Hunter,
The
no.
Japanese band.
All right, you're going to hear these guys and you're going to listen to them. Some of their music, they're screamo and they're like a new metal kind of band, whatnot. But I chose this song because I think it sets them apart, and it's not like their normal music. It's called I Am a Stone. And I already put the video link into my recommendation, and I think you guys will really enjoy it. What's that, Richard?
Good. You're supposed to do that every week.
I do it every week, yeah.
I know. Some of us don't.
Don't.
some of you fucking guys.
I Am a Stone by Demon Hunter. Wow.
Yeah, Demon Hunter. They were here in Pittsburgh not too long ago at the at Jurgles.
So are they like a more recent? Like how old are they overall?
They've been around for a while, believe it or not. 2000, up in Seattle, they were formed.
Okay.
Yeah, so they've been around. They have quite a few albums out, and like early on, I used to listen to them, and then I stopped, and then I kind of forgot about them a while, and then I realized that they were at Jurgles, and someone was telling me that they went to see them. I'm like, man, I haven't heard that name in a long time, so I started listening to them again and started really enjoying their stuff. And like I said, I think "I Am a Stone" is a really good one. Good lyrics and yeah. So I hope you guys enjoy it.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, who are you bouncing it to?
I will bounce it to Richard. Let's hear some.
Oh boy.
Let's see if there's 3 strikes and you're out.
Yeah. We'll see how this one goes. Okay, this.
Drum roll, please. For the 3rd week in a row.
I'm picking up the off the rails. Okay, so I know Nate. I'm pretty sure Nate no idea what this song is. I'm not sure that you guys are going to know. I think you might know the song. You'll probably know the artist. This is going to be a strange one again, but lyrically, it's one of the best songs I've ever heard. The lyrics are they're just great. And in a group full of fellow musicians, it should be a great song, even if you've never heard it. You should identify with the lyrics.
Okay.
The song came out, I thought it was older than it was, but I looked it up earlier. It's from 1982. It placed on the country charts.
Okay.
This sounds good.
This song was Lacey J. Dalton, 16th Avenue.
I know.
I think I've heard this one. I think I have heard that one. I bet you when I listen to it, I will have I'll have heard this one because my grandfather, if it came out in 82,
Came out in 82.
I guarantee my grandfather would probably. I know I've probably heard this song. I don't recognize it off the top of my head, the name or the thing, but if it's a country tune, I bet you I've heard it already. I'll have to. I'm interested in hearing this one.
So hopefully it does better than Joy Division.
No, it will. It will.
It was. Shut up.
Only YMCA couldn't do better than that song, so you will. It'll be at least the 3rd worst song, if not the worst, 2nd worst, 3rd worst song.
3rd worst is really the worst you can do at this point.
It's the best of your last 3 worst nominations. You're getting better. You're going up. You're going up. You're going up. Because you can't fuck it out.
Rod hasn't heard it yet, right?
No.
So don't be premature with that. Yeah.
That's what scares me.
Oh, Jesus. I hope the hi-hat for you and your precious ears and the hi-hat and the snare drum are precious for you, you little drummer, arrogant. No one cares. It's just beat back there. Machines can replace the drums. You know what? You guys think you're drums people. Too much. I'm walking them.
Hey, this is awesome. Say, Dan, man, I was privy to these kinds of conversations growing up. Nate, I'm gonna tell you, man. This was every weekend. I come to my grandmother's, and oh my goodness.
You know what your problem is over there?
Where? Here.
Tinnitus. That's what your problem is.
Who?
That's
What?
why you like the sound of the snare drum and the hi-hat. You have tinnitus.
Tinnitus.
And it's the old man disease.
Let me change that. Oh, wait a second.
If you had your hearing aids in,
What?
all right, listen to.
He got water in his ear during one of the wrestling matches in the pool.
Yeah, got water in it.
Listen, we're what, 5 weeks into this, right?
4 or 5, yeah.
This is
4 or 5.
This is for.
And Rich says, "All right, I got one, and it's a country song." What? What the fuck is going on here? I can't wait to hear it. I can't wait to hear this.
16th Avenue, C.J. Dalton.
I like the name. I like the name, the artist, and the song.
All right.
So we'll go from there.
Now it's Chris's turn.
Chris's turn.
All right.
It's Mr. Hotshot Snare Drum's the winner this week.
So I was going to do what Nate did, but I was going to do the reverse. I was going to take a really popular song by what I feel was really great band, and I was going to say I want to nominate a song that's a cover of what I thought was one of the better songs. So that's going to have to wait because he did that, but reversed. So I'm going to push that nomination to another week because that kind of theme is there. So, but it's the reverse. It was like I'm going to take the original and I'm going to say a great version of a great song, but as a cover. That's for a later date. Cool. So I'm going to do it. I am hitting the 80s. I am finally visiting the 80s.
Nate's excited. Look, Nate's getting up on his seat. Look.
I am finally visiting the 80s. Okay? And it's definitely not what you guys are thinking. But
Probably not.
it's one of my I love the riff in this song. It's one of those, like, I hear it on the radio and I automatically turn it up. And it's a Girl Like You by the Smithereens.
Oh, I love that song.
Yes.
Good song.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that is a seminal, like, 80s rock tune.
Absolutely.
So I am throwing that one out there for the public consumption.
Nice.
Very nice. That is solid.
Holy shit, that's a good song. That's a flavor.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's a flavor.
Hey, you're gonna like it.
All right.
Nate will like it, and the snare don't sound like a trash fucking can. Snare sounds good in it. Even if you have tinnitus, you'll still like this snare. Break your fucking mind.
You're up, Tin
All right.
Man.
Yeah, you're up, Snare Boy.
All right, Snare Boy. Here's a song. You don't even need a snare drum. Wait, I gotta check my notes here. You still there, right? Hold on.
He was so ready to defend this
He's
song.
gonna
He was
check
like,
his
you
notes.
don't even need a snare drum. And then he immediately walked out to go check his
Does
notes.
it have a snare drum?
All right, I'm back. Wait a minute. Hold on. I keep losing. Where'd everybody go?
We're here.
Right here.
All right, I lost Rich and Nate's picture. But anyways, it's just me out here floating around like a dumbass.
We're here.
Let me try to come back. Hold on.
Try to come back.
Is he trying to make this a little more dramatic?
I don't know. I think he's still trying to figure out what song he wants to nominate.
Well, yeah, there's that too. All right, I'm going. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
This is a great song. Everybody's going to know this song. It's not going to win. It's going to be a great song.
Oh, it's a Joy Division song.
It's the side B of Joy Division. It's what the fuck was I thinking with my snare drum? And they fixed the snare drum, but somehow they fucked it up again because what the Okay, anyway. This song would give Beethoven a run for it, I think. Here.
I wouldn't say that because Beethoven lost overwhelmingly.
Well, it'd give Beethoven a run for it's old, I guess. I guess maybe it's old.
Okay.
I believe it's John Nedrow wrote the lyrics in 1772. The song is called Amazing Grace.
Wow. You went way old school, brother.
Thank you, Nate. When Nate went old school, right? I'm like, man, there's some serious songs back then, and man, I came across Amazing Grace.
Did he really just berate you for nominating a country song?
Yeah.
And he goes for a fucking gospel song?
Yeah. Fucking right.
It's like, oh my God. I don't know anybody in this.
God, that is
I don't either.
I have no clues. It's like Invasion of the goddamn Body Snatchers took everybody except for Den Man. He's the only one that sensible picks this entire time. Everyone else is going off the fucking walls.
This list would confuse anybody I show it to outside of this group. It confuses the people within this group. The songs as nominated this week were The Sound of Silence by Simon and Garfunkel, Demon Hunter.
That was out of left field.
I Am a Stone by Demon Hunter, 16th Avenue by Lacey J. Dalton, A Girl Like You by the Smithereens, and then Amazing Grace with no artist specified.
Yeah, I don't even know, give you an artist, man. I mean,
John
Elvis,
Newton. It was John Newton is the original writer.
Yeah, yes, that's what I said. 1772.
Yep, he's right.
Yep, 1772, and that song is still fucking hanging around in every funeral you fucking go to. Superstar Billy Graham's playing Amazing Grace. Woo, woo. They're chopping Amazing Grace at his funeral this week. Unbelievable.
Not wrong. He's not wrong there.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
May as well throw Taps in there as well.
Thank you very much.
Well, Taps, throw Taps in there.
Taps you can throw in there.
Or Reveille,
You got
Next
week I'm nominating the Star Spangled Banner.
Oh, you better. You better. Nate, you better.
We gotta focus. We need focus.
America the Beautiful.
Den Man's the only one who's on point. Like Rat, Demon Hunter. He's on brand.
He is.
Dead Man he's in his lane.
Smithereens, you gotta admit Smithereens is on point.
Smithereens is on point. Yeah.
That's a 80s classic.
That's a classic. That's a really good song.
Yeah.
Really good song. I love they got a lot of cool songs. Blues Before
Smithereens,
and After.
Yep.
They're a great, is super underrated.
Yeah.
I would have loved to seen the Smithereens open up for Bad Religion. I think would have been a great fucking show.
Yeah, that's
that. You wouldn't think that, but it would have worked because the guitar tone and stuff. That would have been a great show.
I don't know if there's the lead singer passed away a few 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're still I know they were trying they were doing small shows and stuff like that.
You know who was singing for him?
Who?
A guy from the 80s. I don't know if you remember. I can't remember any of his songs. Is Marshall Crenshaw?
Oh yeah, Marshall Crenshaw. Yeah, I remember him. Yeah,
he was singing for them. I don't know if he still is. But
I'll have to look at that.
Yeah, I don't know if he still is, but he was.
Marshall Crenshaw, boy. No, there's an artist 80s artist whose name I hadn't heard since the 1980s.
Next week is nominating either Donnie Iris or the Clarks.
Ron, if you nominate the Clarks, I'm gonna reach through here, and I'm gonna put a stranglehold. I'm a superstar Billy Graham.
There he goes again. And
oh wow,
Lord,
that's 3. Nope, he's coming back. There it is.
Here it comes.
Let's go, Tin Man.
Exhausted from getting up and off the couch like hell.
Oh,
and old.
All right, well,
wow.
To close our
wait. We did the speed round last week. I think we should make it a weekly thing.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say something, and the rest of you have to come up with the answer, and then next week somebody else can make a speed round thing.
I like it.
So you have no clue what's about, and I won't chime in because I already know what it is. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you got to come each week. Maybe you'll have one of these. What's the best song from the movie Grease?
None of the above.
Grease Lightning. Grease Lightning.
My mind immediately jumped to Grease Lightning.
Yeah.
Oh, I think we had a hand jiver.
Yeah.
Fuck out of hand job. We got to dance and shit. Sha-na-na. What the fuck? Sha-na-na.
Sha-na-na.
Fucking Sha-na-na's in that movie.
Yep. Yeah.
Nothing. What do you mean nothing? There's got to be something.
What?
Go grease line in the burning up the quarter mile.
Nope.
Stranded at the drive-in.
Beauty school dropout.
Okay, so I'm going to film school, as everyone knows. Okay. And
That's part of why I picked this.
and there is one genre of films
Yes.
that can basically suck a dick, right? Suck an ass, suck an egg, whatever else they want to fucking suck, they can suck. Because I could give two fucking shits less. It's the musical. If they have to break out into fucking song and dance in the middle of the fucking movie, I'm turning it off. This is not goddamn India. I'm sorry. This is not Bollywood.
Now he's making fun of India. Great.
Sorry, no.
No comment.
If they got it literally to win your girl over, you have to sing outside her window. The only time that's okay is if you have a big ass fucking boombox from the 80s and you're John Cusack
That's right. Yeah.
outside a window in the movie Say Anything.
Yeah.
There you go. That's fine. But if you have to dance around a goddamn fucking kid's fucking playground to win your girl over or whatever you gotta fucking do.
So
Listen,
you're
you're the one that I want. You're the one I want.
There you go. You're the one that I want. Disrespect.
You know, do you realize how long it took me to figure out what the fuck they were saying in that song? I thought they were going hubba blue, hubba blue, hubba blue, hubba blue. What language are they speaking in that song? Don't fucking know.
okay.
Sorry.
So we know
Okay,
that
I apologize.
you clearly have a disdain for music within movies. How do you feel about something
Musicals,
like
not music in movies, not music in movies.
Okay.
Musicals.
so Hamilton?
No, not gonna happen. If I'm going, no, so here's the deal, right? Now I will go see theater. I will go see plays, right? That's different. Okay, it's not a movie, right? It's a play. It's a different type of entertainment. Wicked is very good. I enjoy Wicked. But when you try to take Cats from Broadway, you get what they put on the fucking screen and just failed miserably.
Yeah.
Chicago, horrible. Fucking horrible. Absolutely goddamn horrible. And I've lost all kinds of respect for Mr. Spielberg when he redid West Side Story. What the fuck was he thinking? I have no idea. It's not goddamn E.T.
Money.
Not E.T. It's not Jurassic fucking Park. It's not Schindler's List. It's a fucking musical. What was he thinking?
Wait
I
a minute.
don't know.
Schindler's List was a musical?
Yeah.
Schindler's List was not a musical.
It was?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why it was not a musical. Which is what
I think.
it's like whenever when he did West Side Story, I was like, okay, he finally injected heroin directly into his fucking brain. That's what it was. That's what he did.
I think we're at the
That's what he
point
did.
where we've lost control of the room.
I just wanted to know what the best song from Grease was.
So if you would like to wrap this up, Mister, I'm gonna start this speed round and
it's like-
instigate all of this stuff.
Okay.
That's 3 or 4 weeks in a row of bad ideas from Rich. Let's just he can't next week he can't say a damn word. He can't mute him. He can't say nothing. Right? No. Let me interject. No, just let me finish. Let me interject this real quick before I shut the fuck up. Nate, you must pre-approve. He must write down everything he's going to say next week. and it must be pre-approved from you for stupidity
We'll try that.
versus words or anything else that's like, Rich.
It's been a bad week for me.
Yes,
Do that
very
better.
much.
It's okay.
Okay.
It's okay.
All right. I'm
We
done.
nominated
I'm done.
Joy Division song.
So-
I'm done.
Can I ask everyone if we can go?
I apologize, Rich, because I truthfully, up till this thing, I respected your opinions and your voice.
Wow.
You've got no.
my
I had really like, oh, this is gonna be great. I'm going to like the guy who turned me on to Adamant, to all that alternative stuff that I listened to, back in the early '80s, and he's a shell of himself, Nate. He's a shell. He's a shell. I don't know where where this came from. Oh, I'm depressed. I'm depressed.
I was going to ask if we can do it 2 weeks from tonight because I'll be in Wisconsin.
Yeah, I think I need an extra week break from this. Yeah,
he's
after that, I don't know if I can handle.
Yeah, I could feel the trauma.
It is. It's I feel. I don't know. I feel like the world's on my shoulders and it's pinning me to the ground, and it's like you didn't know what you were like. Why? Where? How did this happen? I don't know.
Mr. Rich, what would you like to say?
I just wanted to say that I think Grease Lightning is the best song from Grease.
That's good.
Okay, good for you. Good opinion. I like that opinion. It's a good opinion. So this week, the winner of the 5 songs was "Seek and Destroy" by Metallica. It joins "What a Wonderful World," "Folsom Prison Blues," and "Rubber Band Man" in the inaugural championship match. And the songs nominated for next week, which will be the final spot in the inaugural championship match, consist of "The Sound of Silence," "I Am a Stone," 16th Avenue, "A Girl Like You," and "Amazing Grace."
I got a quick question.
Fuck.
Oh, Lord
Sure.
have mercy. What?
Since we're taking a week off, should we pick the following another round of songs? If everyone has a round of songs,
I do.
We do
I'm
2
in
songs.
for that.
Yeah, I'm good for that.
Well, I don't know if Rich. Well, let's let Rich go first.
Yes,
Rich,
yes.
you go first.
Rich goes first.
Rich goes first. No,
Rich
we
goes
let him go
first.
last. Maybe he should be last.
Yeah, he'll be last.
Can't go first.
Because,
He's last.
I gotta get something good.
all right,
All right. So you want to do that?
I'm in.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
All right. I'll go first if you want me to. I don't care.
Wait, how does this work then?
Well, we'll do the first group. I would think we would judge them first,
Okay.
and then we'll have this new round to go up against whoever the winner of that. And, yeah, you know what I mean.
We'll figure it out as we go.
We'll
Yeah.
figure it out.
So the
This
next
is
episode
what we'll be doing.
like a double bonus episode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
double bonus episode. Yes, right.
Yeah.
That's good. I like that idea.
Yeah,
I like.
I got to think of something.
you gotta think
All
of
right,
something.
well, you're last, so you'll be fine.
Okay.
He's getting really familiar with that last place.
Let me check my notes again. Hold on. Let me check my notes.
Oh, he's got to go to.
Notes.
I can go first again if you need me to. I got something in the tank.
Go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to nominate a song that I know for a fact, if I told you to sing it, none of you would be able to. I also know for a fact 2 of you have seen this song live, and you have seen it with me. I think this is a band that really, if they'd come in a different era, maybe like 5 years earlier, and they'd released their albums in a tighter window, we'd be talking about them as one of the greatest bands of all time. This is a song that, like, it was one of the first few songs that I really got deep into after seeing it live. I'm going to nominate this week Toy Soldier by the Menzingers.
Ooh. Wow.
That's a good song.
I know that band. I know We saw them together in Pittsburgh.
We did see. I've seen them twice now.
Yeah.
All right. Good pick.
I like the asshole song they have, but
That's a good song too. I
like
Toy
the-
Soldier. There's something about the lyrics to it that just
I'll have to
popped
check
to
that
me.
one out. Cool.
All right. Who's next?
We'll go with Denman next.
I got a good one. I was actually thinking of one, but I'm going to go with this one, and it's Living Color, Cult of Personality.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's an awesome.
Oh, wow. That's a good one.
Wow, that's a really good one.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites. They were such a great band.
Den Man's still on the road. He's still on the road. He's still right down the road, kid.
I'm pretty sure that was back when we did the Instagram show. That was one of your like hidden gem segments. Was Living Color.
I think it was. Yeah. Yep.
Living Keller.
Yeah. They
Wow.
were so good.
He
That's
didn't
an
make
excellent
some
song.
crazy song from the 1700s. He's just saying,
He doesn't have to go back to before the invention of the modern toilet to find a song, which is pretty nice.
yeah.
Imagine how good a song has to be to last longer than the toilet. What the fuck?
All right, Nate.
Episode, right? That's the winner. Can beat that. You can't beat that with a leaf off a tree. Wipe it.
All right, I got to hear what Rich is going to go with.
Yeah.
All right. I'm hoping this will be better. I think you're going to like 16th Avenue by Lacey J. Dalton.
Okay.
Okay. So I think I'm turning the car or the boat back in the right direction. I'm going to go with one of the best punk songs there is. I think you should all know it. Everybody who picks up a guitar tries to play it. It's a great song. It's a great song to see live. It's Bro Hymn by Guys.
Hell yeah. Love that pick.
Great song.
Nice.
Wow, this song this week's tough. Fuck.
And
Who came up with this idea to do
You
this
did.
now?
I'm just saying.
This was not. I've had 7 or 8 dumb ideas in a row. This was yours.
I'm just saying. I am one. I am the person in this call that has played Bro Hymn on Fletcher's guitar through Jason's bass setup, like his amp setup.
That's true. At the Punk Museum, you can play.
Museum.
And what was one of the first things that the guy from Anti-Flag tried to play?
Bro Hymn. That was literally that was his sound check to see if it was in tune or not. Was Bro Hymn.
Yep. It's a great live song too. My gosh, wow. Yeah.
Thank you.
That's Pennywise, if anybody wants to know.
Pennywise.
Evil
Who's
looks in
left?
his eyes.
The song's very, very personal. It's a very, very personal song to them. Yes.
Yeah, it is a very personal song to them.
Yes. We already lost Chris. Y'all have already. Chris is already out on that one.
No, I know the tune, but
Oh my!
it's a good tune. It's a good tune. It's a good tune. But
Is he getting any more credibility back?
Oh, with that tune, yeah, definitely. He definitely redeems. He's definitely
Forget it.
he's definitely better than he was.
Before we continue, I would like to ask the Tin Man if the hi-hat, the cymbals, and all that stuff are fine on Bro Hymn for him.
All right.
Yeah.
So
it couldn't be much worse.
So all right. So who's all nominated already?
Me, Chris, and Rod still have to nominate.
Okay.
So Chris, you're up.
Okay. So this was this tune's if anybody knows the band, and this is the one, this is a tough time. This is a tough call I'm having here. I don't know whether I want to go with the original tune or if I want to go with the cover, because they're both really good. So the original tune is a band again, everyone knows who they are. It's called "Just Like Heaven" by The Cure.
Okay.
But there's a version of it, okay, that's really good. And I'm probably one of the few people that likes The Cure that likes this version of the song. It's called The Watson Twins, okay? Their version of Just Like Heaven, okay? They take it and they slow it down and they really make it a folk tune. So imagine Just Like Heaven, but as a folk tune. I just thought it was such an inventive version of a really, really great song. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Instead of nominating the original, which everyone knows that it's a great, Just Like Heaven by The Cure is a great tune. It's one of the tunes that got them into the Hall of Fame, whatever. But this version, and it's not for everybody. I will say that up front. It's definitely not for everybody. But it's a duo called the Watson Twins, Just Like Heaven.
The Watson Twins, Just Like Heaven.
All
right. Well,
Okay.
you're up, Tinny.
I was trying to think of songs with a good snare drum sound.
Yeah.
Saint Anger. Saint Anger.
Yeah.
Saint Anger.
Saint Anger.
The Saint Anger album.
Saint Anger.
It's about as long and boring as the song Seek and Destroy, but that's another story. Fuck that. We don't get into that.
Seek and Destroy has a passable snare drum, though. So.
That's true. The snare is decent in snare. That's
passable. It's passable.
It's all right. All right, I'm going with man. All right, I'm going to go with Queensryche's Silent Lucidity.
Oh man! Of all the freaking,
this is a fucking hard. This is going to be a fucking show here, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's two songs that are immediately out of my. They're gonna fighting for last place for me this week.
All right, so for the first part of next week, we have The Sound of Silence, I Am a Stone, 16th Avenue, A Girl Like You, and Amazing Grace. For the second part of next week, as nominated by Rod, we have Silent Lucidity by Queensryche.
2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
2
Sorry.
weeks.
Next meeting.
Next show.
Next show. So for the second part, Rod nominated Silent Lucidity by Queensryche. I nominated Toy Soldier by the Menzingers. Denman nominated Cult of Personality by Living Colour. Rich nominated Bro Hymn by Pennywise. And Chris nominated Just Like Heaven, The Cure cover by the Watson Twins.
All right.
Wait.
So who's doing the next speed round? Go.
I'll do one.
Go. All right. Awesome.
You mean right now or next week?
No, right now.
Yeah, right now.
Okay. Give me the best Rocky films in order.
Rocky 1.
4.
1, 2, 3,
But give
4.
me the,
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2,
Yeah,
4,
2,
3.
3.
1, 2, 4, 3.
No.
No,
Hulk
1, 2,
Hogan.
3, 4.
1, 2, 3,
No.
4.
One,
Which
two,
one
three,
was
4.
fucking Mr. T in Hulk Hogan?
3.
That's fucking
three.
last. That's fucking
No.
last. That was fucking stupid. Fuck that.
The
Bring the
first
Russian
one
guy
was the
in.
Russian.
Yeah, the first one was the classic. I was like, come on.
There was no
That's
more
the
than
Russian
4.
dude.
There was only
Huh?
4, right?
No, there's like 8.
There's like
No,
12.
there was only
There's
4.
Yeah.
the Creed. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. When you talk Rocky movies, there's 1, 2, 3, and
Yeah.
4. There's a bunch
The
of
1,
other
2,
nonsense, but the, like,
4, 3.
Creed and-
Yeah.
2.
I go 1, 4, 3, 2. That's how I rank them.
Oh,
1, 4, 3, 2.
Whoa.
number 2's
Yeah.
last.
Number 2's last. That was too predictable that he wins it.
That's true. That's true.
Number 3 is the best of the Rocky movies.
That's pretty good. It's solid.
Come Turn his mic off. Turn his fucking mic. What the fuck? You got tendinitis in your fucking head. Your fucking tendinitis in your fucking head. What the fuck are you doing?
It's got Hulk Hogan's in it.
That's why it's not the fucking best.
No, see, here's the deal. I just thought about it. Rich is right. Three has got, because think about it. I mean, like, whenever Mickey basically tells Rocky, "You're not good enough."
Yes.
Okay, he says, we did put, you're not good enough. Basically, he says, like, the guy's going to eat you alive. He's going to destroy you. Like, here's his mentor basically telling him, don't do it, because he's gonna, okay.
Well, what about
That little speech with Mickey, with him, it's like, yes, we did handpick your, the people because you lost it. And then, of course, the song.
Eye of the Tiger. So, but think about this too. With one of the best parts, when that lady asked Mr. T, who Clubber Lang, she's like, "What's your prediction for the fight?" Remember what he says? He says, "Pain."
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
Thunderlips.
It was the Vince McMahon wrestling fucking. Holy fuck! Holy fuck!
Number 4 doesn't even exist, man.
Yeah.
That's a horrible movie.
Really?
Horrible. I hated it.
Number 2, he chases a chicken the whole movie, I think.
Yes, that's funny. That's fucking hilarious.
Come on. So number 4, Creed gets fucking killed. Yeah, with the Russian. Creed gets killed. It's so, as far as predictable movies, which is why I love I'll have to go 1, 3, 2, 4. One is obviously because it's just it's a person story. It's a real person story. He just gets handpicked. Just give me a sparring partner, and then he basically steps up to the plate and says, "I'm not just gonna fucking lay down. I'm going to give it my all. I might not win, but fuck it. If I don't fucking do it, if I don't put everything I have into it, what's the fucking point, right?" So I mean, he could have just laid down and said, "Whatever." You know what I mean? It's like, here's the champion of the world, right? And I'm just some schmuck from fucking Philadelphia. No, I have to go with number 1 first, and then 3, just the whole Eye of the Tiger thing, and Mr. T going, it's like, "Get you, sucker," and Mickey dying. Mickey just. I mean, come on. I mean, it's just like, that's full of drama. Drama is what makes movies think. But number 4, I mean, come on. It was the middle of the freaking, Russian evil thing, and of course he's gonna destroy, whatever. I don't know. That was bullshit.
But he gets all of Russia on board with him.
Yeah, whatever.
That's true. He does.
Yeah. So he gets the state of the art, like, wherever, and then Rocky has to work out with fucking farm equipment.
Yeah.
Come on, how fucking stupid is that? Seriously, he has to be in the barn doing pull-ups and dragging like freaking bales of hay around.
That's what he did in the first one. He's carrying logs and whatnot, chasing chickens.
He goes back to the way that built the man he was in Rocky 4, not some bullshit fucking Vince McMahon show with fucking thunder fucking thighs. Oh my god.
Your lips, not eyes. What movie?
Whatever. It doesn't matter. That was a shit show. A shit show. Rocky 3's the shit show.
Great story. Great story.
Horrible movie. As far as fuck, holy crap.
That was a good speed round. Richard.
That is a good one. What's Nate? I didn't hear nothing from Nate. Did you watch these damn movies?
You see, I watched them at a very young age, to the point where I only remember bits and pieces and know it through cultural references. So
Okay.
I don't really feel like I have a place in this conversation. I know Thunderlips, I know Clubber Lang, and if you ask me, I'd probably end up going 1324 or 1342, something like that.
Okay,
Good.
I can live with that. Nate, I got you. 1, 1, 3, 1, and 2. That's good. 1 and 3, yeah, that's good.
There he goes. He got his hand up. Here we go. Oh, here we fucking
You know
go.
he's gonna say something dumb. All right, Mr. Rich, what do you got for us?
Yeah.
Did we ever find out Chris's favorite Grease song?
No.
No, because there isn't one.
You know when the end of the movie and the credits are rolling, that song? Because
Yeah.
it's the end of the movie, that's his favorite fucking song. Because the movie's over.
A mover.
That's right.
Over.
Together.
It's fucking over, thank God.
What happened, you guys? It's the theory that when they're on the beach, Olivia Newton-John she dies.
Yeah.
When they're in the car at the end of the movie, they're going to heaven.
Oh.
See, there's a whole conspiracy to that whole movie of all the little meanings of that thing, because the fucking car don't fly. Well, she died early on when they were on the beach. It was all a dream. This whole movie, the whole fucking thing.
And Danny is the angel who leads her to heaven.
Yes,
Yeah.
and it's on the internet, so it's true.
Oh,
Fucking movie's genius. Now, Grease 2, no. But Grease 1, yes.
And that explains in Grease 1 why people break out into song in strange moments.
Yes.
Because it's all
no,
like
no. I've never walked through a grocery store and someone just break out into the whole entire place just break out into song and dances. No, I can't remember ever being on a racetrack and then everybody just all of a sudden just drop what they're doing and just let's sing Grease Lightning, go Grease Lightning. No, it doesn't happen. It doesn't. No, nope.
that's
Zero.
because you never did those things while you were dead.
Bingo.
I'm not going to do those things on my deathbed. I'm going to heaven. Let me tell you. If here's the deal, if I die and that stuff's going on around me as I am going to where I'm going, it's obvious I'm going straight to fucking hell. That's what it is. That's not heaven. That's hell. I am good. If I have to listen to musical tunes in heaven for the rest of my life, I may as well just be in fucking hell. Just
Gotta quit.
Satan, help me. Release me from this pain.
I got a speed round question.
Okay,
Oh,
sure, it's going so well.
What things would trigger Chris if you brought him up? Go!
musicals.
Yes!
Musicals is the winner.
Musicals. Someone finally gets it.
Okay, the next speed round is Chris. You're in charge of the next speed round. The next time we do this,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right.
I'm sure it'll.
I promise it won't be as lame as musicals.
Now
like
I gotta find a music.
Beat up on, man.
It's going to be the David Letterman top 5 list.
There you
Or
go.
top 10 or whatever he did. It's going to be like, Larry Bud Melman's going to come out and say, and the number one answer is,
If he was on our show, that'd be awesome.
that would be so fucking great.
But I think he's dead.
Yeah,
He is dead.
Musical number right now, walking through a grocery store.
God. Oh, Lord help me. Lord help me. These 4 people were on psychotropic drugs. Just whatever it is. Whatever it is, take them off. Don't stop.
What did I do? The kid's like, what did I do?
I gotta. Hold on. Wait, I gotta. What? I got to see what shirt Nate's wearing. I know it's Descendants, but I don't. Is everything sucks or Milo? Okay.
Everything sucks. Yeah.
Everything sucks. Cool.
Also.
Cool. Nice. Real nice. They're coming here if you guys are going to be back in June. I don't know if you'll be back.
I think we might be.
We might. When are they coming?
I have to put on Rich's name on the no fly list.
I'm driving.
June
No, I'm
19th.
driving.
Somebody's driving.
Monday the 19th. Monday the 19th.
Yeah. Back by then, yeah.
I got my tickets, so if you get tickets, I already got mine. General admission.
It's the Descendants, the Circle Jerks, and the Adolescents, right?
Yes.
It's a nice, strong, old school punk lineup.
At the Roxy-Inn. Yes.
I've never been there. Is it nice?
It's very nice.
It's very nice, but it's actually in a demilitarized zone.
It's very nice.
Yeah, it's an emerald and a shit show.
Yeah, pretty much.
Diamond and a shit show, whatever you want to, because you could get there. Once you're in there, you're okay, but getting to and from, you're taking your life in your own hands, because you're talking about McKees Rocks area where literally people like a block and a half away, people die every couple of days, get shot and killed.
Yep.
Yeah. It is bad. They like literally they've closed down the McDonald's that was there, the Rite Aid that was there. There's like, nope, sorry, we can't do this. Nope.
Got a parking pass right behind the place. I got the lot already. Got the parking pass.
All right.
Fucking scare nobody. Fuck them punks. I ain't scare nobody in fucking
your car might be there when you get back when you get out. It might be there.
Fuck, I'll beat somebody's fucking ass. I don't give a fuck about them punks and McKees Rocks. Fuck them punks.
Settle down, Tin Man.
Okay, this seems like a great time to sign off.
It does.
Let's we'll reconvene in 2 weeks from today. Congratulations to Seek and Destroy, and the nominations should be posted soon.
Wait, do we have to put our songs in the thing like we're supposed to?
Yeah, that's why we created channels, so that you could put your song, in the channel.
Got it.
Yeah, cool idea.
Make sure
You'll
to
show
do that.
that.
All right, I'm putting mine in right now.
I don't know. I don't know what to put Amazing Grace, so I'll just throw one version in.
Just figure out a version, yeah. All right,
Figure out
signing off.